the media statement. We're going to let them take over. So the real press briefing is really about the two organizations. It's not really about us. We're just trying to facilitate the process so that it doesn't seem to be biased or favoring anybody. So, having said that, let me just say the statement reads thus, and this statement will be shared with all the media houses, and it will be available for everyone to see. The truth is that majority of South Africans who happen to be black have not enjoyed the full benefits of democracy because of lack of transformation. South Africa continues to hold the world's record as the most unequal society, with the highest unemployment rate amongst its peers. It is common knowledge that government is not faring well on the creation of jobs and that of conducive environment for previously disadvantaged persons. Some employers continue to defy government's call of prioritizing deserving South Africans for employment opportunities, therefore continue to unlawfully employ illegal migrants against the regulatory prescripts. It is undisputed that there is an informal economy of counterfeit goods that continues to rob our country its earnings and by extension its citizens. A damning report on the state of municipalities as issued by the Auditor General is a further illustration that government that once carried the hopes of many South Africans has deferred the service delivery plans. Just when the country was beginning its economic recovery journey from COVID-19 pandemic, the increasing levels of lawlessness remain a grave concern to individuals and business. Unless law enforcement agencies, in particular Department of Tourism, Economic Development and Small Business Development, do something about these barbaric shootings in and around our townships, the night economy will be diminishing and jobs in the hospitality industry, transportation will be negatively affected. Home Affairs officials continue to sell our country's citizenship and travel documents to undeserving individuals. It is important that we know that it is perceived that this unpatriotic sellouts needs to be dealt with. SA's population register is losing credibility because of Home Affairs officials who are behaving in this manner. On rising cost of living, the two organizations are noting with concern the rising cost of fuel and food prices, an increase in transport costs, municipal tariffs and interest rates. This reality has placed severe pressure on living standards of households still battling to recover from socio-economic impact of COVID-19. The big question for the day: how do we move forward together? As an attempt to ensure that the two organizations are effective in tackling some of the challenges referred to above, the agreement by the two organizations resolved to deal with these issues independent under different brands, are independent of each other. No, can I read this again? As an attempt to ensure that the two organizations are effective in tackling some of the challenges referred to above, by agreement, the two organizations resolved to deal with these issues independent of each other, but in a complementary manner. It is public knowledge that there is Operation Dudula, and the East Soweto Parliament. This media conference is meant to outline and clarify what the emphasis and focus on each organization is and will be. Most importantly, because of the workload and the multiplicity of service delivery issues facing communities, the parties have agreed to release Nhlanhla to focus exclusively on Soweto Parliament and its programs. It is important to note that this decision is a culmination of a 3-day process that started on the 18th until the 20th of July. Notwithstanding that there could be a lot more institutional issues still to be dealt with, it must be recorded that this process attempted to deal with most, if not all, of the concerns which were tabled. An internal memo was issued to branches, districts, provinces of Operation Dudula and to all commanders. The parties agree that the cost is bigger than both organizations and individuals. The parties further agree that the emancipation of our people will not be held hostage by egos. It is against this backdrop that the two organizations resolved to work together, albeit away from each other. I have, as the facilitator, I have reason to believe that the parties have found each other on most of the matters put on the table and will further come forward to illustrate or talk to the country about matters on which they will collaborate. So through you, Chair, I'm going to leave it here and ask the organizations to confirm the statement. And then immediately after that, we can probably then dwell a little deeper on matters that the media may want to raise. If it's okay with you, can I remove myself from the table?
For now, Mr. Lesola, I would say kindly remain on your seat. Thank you, Mr. Lesole, with your deliverance of the media statement on behalf of the two organizations. As going forward on the third item, I would like to ask Mr. Nhlanhla of Soweto Parliament to confirm if the statements represent the negotiations or the discussions that they've had with Operation Dudula. Thereafter, we will have Mr. Nhlanhla also to do such, and thereafter we'll have Put South Africa First, represented by Mama SA also, and we'll have then the questions and answers session. As you can see, Mr. Nhlanhla is here sitting next to me, and I'm sitting next to the mic. Yeah. I'm going to also give way sit on the other side for Mr. Nhlanhla to be next to the mics, because this is basically their press conference. We're just facilitating. Thank you.
Yeah, Commander's morning. I think if we just go straight to the point, the joint media statement as read by our representatives is accurate, but because we come from different backgrounds and we understand the two institutions differently, some are inside operating on a daily basis, some are outside as far as other provinces seeking to understand what's happening. So in principle, I'm in agreement. Personally and institutionally as Soweto Parliament, we are in agreement. It's just that we need to be responsible in demystifying some of the areas of the statement so that people mustn't go home with the opportunity to say it as they think. It must be taken as it is. That's the fundamental difference that I think we need to do in terms of helping our people understand. And I'm hoping that the questions that will be asked are the questions that can help us achieve that 360 resolution of making sure that the message is complete and it leaves no room for anyone, especially those who find it necessary to always try to divide progressive things that are emerging in the country. You know, about airtime. So let's speak about progressive things, not So I'm going to ask that the media and everyone else who thinks that there's an element that needs clarity because someone at home might not have the opportunity to ask, please ask it. Even if you understand it, you know that it's important for the people at home. Ask it still so that we can give clarity for the people at home. Commander's morning.
Thank you. Morning, everybody. Good morning to beautiful South Africans out there who are working hard to rebuild this country. Yes, we're here as Operation Dudula confirming the statement that was read by Mr. Lisole, that we realized, although we knew, but it's very important for our people out there to understand that the cause is bigger than any of us, it's bigger than individuals. It's all about South Africa, it's all about reclaiming the country back, it's all about making sure that our people get the services that they deserve. So with that said, and then it demonstrates that South Africans are more important than the three of us sitting here. South Africans come first. So with anything that, any negativity that will derail the course of the organizations, it will be catastrophic to South Africans. So with that, I'm also confirming that the statement that was read, it represents the views of Operation Dudula as well. Thank you.
Small input.
This is Mama Essay from South Africa First. We have been informed about what it is happening between the two parties, and we have accepted the statement that has been released today. We are happy that there will be a resolution. That is the positive resolution that we are expecting. We will continue working together with them. We are in alliance with Dudula as well as Soweto Parliament. All what we need, it is working together and peacefully. That's all that I can say.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to the panel. Now, the next step, as it has been spoken, is the questions and answer session. So, how are we going to handle it? I think I must take, sorry, I nearly said I must take instructions. I would say that maybe we should have maybe say 3, 4, 5 people asking questions, and then the panel will respond to the questions. It shouldn't be like a dialogue. We can have 3, 4, 5 questions from different media houses, and then the panel can ask. So, my panel, what do you suggest? We take 4, we take 5?
We can take 5, it's fine.
5 questions.
5, yeah.
So we're going to have 5 questions, and thereafter, the panel will respond. Can I have hands, please? Mr.
Okay, my name is Tepo from SABC Radio News. Can I go ahead?
No, can I have the other one, please? Yes, sir.
Siyabonga Sithole the Star.
Okay. Okay. Oh, that's 2. Great. Mr. Tepo Sitola, please, the floor is yours.
Okay. Tepo from SABC News, as I had introduced myself. I just wanted to find out, I don't know whether this question can be answered by Mr. Lisole or maybe the panel. Mr. Lisole mentioned that a lot of issues were raised during the marathon meeting. What I'm just trying to find out, what is behind this fallout, if there's a fallout? I mean, we know the organizations. Actually, now I thought this is one organization. I didn't know that the two exist. So what's behind the fallout? And if you go independently, I mean, and having mentioned that the cost is too huge, I mean, don't you think you need all hands on deck rather than going separate ways? And can you just elaborate what is Soweto Parliament? When I know Operation Dudula, I know they stand for, and we know you as the face of Operation Dudula. What is Soweto Parliament? And now, I mean, I would imagine that most people join Operation Dudula because of some of the efforts that you made. I mean, now, no longer being there, I mean, what would you say to them? I mean, I'm sure, I mean, there are concerns on the ground. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Siyabonga.
Yes, just wanna. I think we just need clarity in terms of the issues that have led, because they are referring to social media recordings and clipping. Maybe some people would be lost to say we didn't see those. We don't know what's happening. But maybe when you come out in the open and say this happened during this time, there was miscommunication of this sort that has led to this decision. We just want to find a clarity that maybe can give us context into what has happened and what has led to what is happening now.
Oh, okay.
And also maybe what does it mean then for individual leaders, seeing that they would be working separately but at the same time trying to complement one another? How are they going to try to maintain that? Because it would seem even during prior to this, there might have been hiccups. How are you going to solve those and moving forward as well?
Okay. Panel. Mr. Tsepo want to know the issues that were raised during the meeting, and then basically what is behind the fallout. Also is asking, don't you think that it is best for the fight to put the fight aside and work together? Did I quote you correctly, sir?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Yes. And then what is Soweto Parliament? So I think this one is specific to what is Soweto Parliament is specifically to Mr. Lux. And yeah, let's go to firstly to Tsepo's questions, then I'll come with the questions from Mr. Siyabonga Sithole.
Right, that's me.
Yeah, go first.
Okay. No, go take it. That's okay.
I don't want to say it's a fallout. I'll say the misinterpretation that has been interpreted as a fallout. The cause is very simple, that as South Africans, we must remember that we are Africans before we are South Africans. And we've been always stressing that, in fact, we prefer an African trade more than European trade, so that Africa can grow together. So there was a misinterpretation where my brother here, in one of the videos or photos, said, I'm an African, these are my African brothers, and that and that. And some people misunderstood and misinterpreted that, and it caused the public spat as if there are differences. And yet there were no differences. It's just that people do not ask questions to get clarity as to what led you to say that. What did you mean when you are saying these are our brothers? And yet, indeed, they are our brothers. Hence, we are saying all what we are fighting for is the legality part of it. If people come to South Africa, they must observe our laws, respect our constitution, and do everything legally. So we'll be very much happy to live side by side with them, coexist with them, as long as they respect our laws. So there was no fallout as such, but it was a mere misinterpretation that people felt that they are too proud to ask clarity or to give him a chance to explain as to what led to that statement. I think that one can end up there. Because whilst we are on that, Mr. Tsepo, there's no way you can separate working together between Operation Dudula and Soweto Parliament. He's going to explain more about Soweto Parliament. Because the issues that they are fighting for, service delivery issues, to service our communities, obviously we are part of those communities. So obviously it affects us, the issues of service delivery. So there's no way one can say, I cannot work with Soweto Parliament or I cannot participate on its programs, whereas they are fighting for issues that are affecting me on a daily basis. That I think I'll end up there because you didn't ask anything about Operation Dudula, so I'm not going to dwell onto that one. I think you can add one.
Yeah, look, let me answer what Soweto Parliament. Soweto Parliament is an accountability structure in Soweto that does three things fundamentally. The first one is political accountability, which also includes law enforcement. So if there's councillors or if there's a mayor or if there's anything that's to do with service delivery of this country in Soweto, we make sure that whatever it is happens. We put programs, systems in place to hold politicians accountable for the delivery of services in Soweto, number one. Number two, it's economic accountability. Economic accountability is making sure that all businesses, the township economy that is in Soweto, all businesses understand that they have the responsibility of playing a deliberate role in the development of Soweto. Because a lot of them have gone unaccounted for. I mean, we've got a problem of people that are unaccounted for in our area. So ours is to play the super role as citizens of saying that we must be active and we must play our part when government plays its part. Lastly, it's social accountability. Social accountability is one that I think is the hardest that we do, is when we hold ourselves accountable. Because we can't expect government to be held accountable, politicians to be held accountable, businesses to be held accountable, and nobody holds us accountable. The simple effort of not littering, as small as it might sound, we must have and continue to have programs for young people to be conditioned to love and take care of their place, so that Soweto in 10, 20 years' time, we produce people of that time that will understand the importance of taking care of themselves. Those are small examples. There's many things that people know our programs for. We went to the mayor recently, the biggest march out of Soweto in the new South Africa. There's never been any other biggest march to date. And it's all done by the young, and now including the old people of Soweto, to say that we are an institution that holds government accountable, business accountable, and the people accountable. So that's what Soweto Parliament is. I think if we're just going to touch base on what people deem as a fallout, let me first say that it's unfortunate. It's very unfortunate that you've got. It's real. It happened. It's out there. That's what caused this moment. You've got people singing. I will repeat it because I'm not ashamed of it. You know, you get ashamed by things that are accurate. When it's not accurate, it's okay. Hey, Lux Kilimene man, you are singing. Direct translation, it says Lux is a sellout. You've got people wearing Dudula t-shirts, Operation Dudula t-shirts. Majority of those people are not known. They just covered the train yesterday. They don't know how. None of you here knows how to kickstart a train, not a car. Kickstart train. Dudula ke train. Re kickstart ile re kopane re tshwarane ka matsoho. And then not para, and let's go back so that it's inclusive. There's some people that join now to Dudula and they wear t-shirts because they can afford whatever the t-shirt costs at the time, and they think that they are able to sing about Lux. They have no clue who Lux is, what's Lux participation in Dudula, and so forth. So we can't take an opinion of 30 people and make it an opinion of millions of people across the country who love Dudula. You see, so from the actions of those 30 people, then came an uprising from the real Dudula, meaning the people of the country, who said, but this is not on. Then we had to fast track our efforts in making sure that we come and defend the hopes of the people in this country, and defend the aspirations of the people, and defend what we have started as a collective. You see, so we had to come here and say that. So when decisions are taken, simply because they are well within the frames in terms of time, they are well within the same era of the problem, they think that decisions are actually coming from the problem. The decisions don't come from this so-called problem of 30 people singing Lux Kilimenemen. It's actually a long time coming. If maybe the leadership would have told you, and other people would have told you, that we've been trying to find ways, because Soweto Parliament in its entirety, a lot of the young people were actually complaining. Kosas was saying, are we now just going to Dudula? Why? Where are the interests of young people? Because you understand, when you are there, we get taken extra serious. So we then already started these conversations ages ago. It's just that it's a matter of timing that they come out at this unfortunate time. But that conversation was there. Because the two, I mean, forget Nhlanhla Lux and Commander Dan and put South Africa first and everyone else. We must understand that the institutions, we need to leave a legacy in each of these three institutions, a legacy that will make sense in 150 to 300 years. It's nothing to do with me. I'll be gone. I'll be gone within this next 100 years. Nature says that, not me. So we need to make sure that people at home must understand, especially those who are rejoicing from what they thought was a fallout. They must just come and join Operation Dudula if they are in other provinces, or if they're in Soweto, they must come and join Soweto Parliament. Because you can't divorce the two from each other. But we need to call a spade a spade. If there are people, we need to learn from the times that you are in now. If the people are saying, if there are some people who find it fit to even sing song, wearing Operation Dudula regalia, then we must ask ourselves as leadership, Nhlanhla, what gives these people an opportunity to put the institution at so much disrepute? Why is it okay? Then what happens after those people? Because tomorrow they'll sing about Commander 10, and then they'll sing about, and I'm talking 30 people versus millions of people. And then the narrative, because we've got Twitter warriors and social media heroes, then they think that it's their time now. They must talk. Yeah, Laxirel Belis, Kilimenemen, oh Mudima by Israel. And then that's their opportunity. So people mustn't think that Twitter and these social media spaces, they don't occupy, they're not the center of logic of this country. They just happen to be commercial logic exposed by a group of few people. Because Twitter, as far as I'm concerned, are like those people that were singing in that video. By 30 versus the country. Majority of the country is not on Twitter. Maybe you didn't know that. What are the Kokos saying in Deep Eastern Cape about this issue? They don't even know the issue. What are the Kokos in Soweto saying? They don't even know the issue because they don't have electricity. They won't even see this media brief because they don't have electricity. So we need to understand that we have a bigger responsibility to play than brushing each other's egos. You see? So Nhlanhla might be the face of Operation Dudula. He might have bent his back more than other people. Boss Piwoko Josie might have bent their backs more than other people. So I'm not fascinated when I hear people singing. Hey, let me tell you, they're still going to sing. Now you all forgot that apparently I was a product of white people and I was what Johan Rupert Lilibi Selilmenemen Latutol. So this is within people's nature to talk things that they think make sense at the time. So when you're in real leadership, you don't lose focus. You don't derail yourself from the real problems of our people. We have an opportunity to Tlata Orlando Stadium and say, you see, we've got people. Our race is not for people. Our race is to solve the problems of this country within the resources of where our own resources permit. As a collective, if our resources can say that we clean South Africa one street at a time, that's the best we can do. That's what we're going to do. Now, if we are on a mission to clean small street, because you all know there's a problem there, and I wake up and there's a song that says, "Oh, Nhlanhla, then I must not go defend myself from Raketapi." No, the focus of the day is cleaning small street. So if you're going to have people that are older than me or younger than me that find it fit to entertain sideline issues more than the people's problems, we are not politicians here. Unless I've got a different memo. We are not. Politicians, you know them. But at a stadium, but the Red Sea. But Bongono are still suffering after the Red Sea at the stadium. We are not here just to talk. We are not here to go to cliques and break things, go cliques, and call the president and disrespect people in parliament, older people for that matter, forgetting our values as black people, and disrespecting the entire country, and then saying, after Kena Kotliksi, we are intimidating them. After these poor people wearing the Red Sea go home to their shacks, we go back and say brown envelope. We're not that type. We take care of problems for what they are, and we are real about taking care of the problems that are within our communities. We are not that type. So I don't want to make this a long story, but the long and short of it is that people like myself have a long way to go. The future is going to hold me accountable. Me. So I'm not that old person that has the luxury of making a decision for a future that I know I will not be a part of. I make decisions because I know I'm young enough. The future will make sure that I'm there to answer. Don't tell me about people who can retire. I can't retire from who I am in Soweto. Go ask Koko if Lux can retire. Don't tell me about those people who can retire in politics and start farming and start saying that now the people still have problems. And I'm happy that some of these politicians respect us enough When asked about us in public, they rather say, no, we don't know him. Is he a superstar? Is he a comedian? No. Is he? I'm happy that they'd rather play those games, Commander. Because some of us take our life serious. We fight on a daily basis. We get shot at on a daily basis. We fight drug dealers that these political parties support. So our issues are real. Our issues are real. And why our issues real? Our issues are real because they affect the real people of this country. We don't make events. Politicians these days, they make events. Freedom Square, Rutlatsa Freedom Square. There are people around Freedom Square of Kliptown and Pinville, and they still remain with the same problems after Rutlatsa Freedom Square. So Kibatwa Ekwala more, and maybe give opportunity to other questions. But ours is a real journey, a real struggle, not a stage struggle, not an event-related struggle. Commander's morning.
Thank you, Mr.
All right, Operation Dudula and Nhlanhla Lux there just clarifying that Operation Dudula have released him so that he can focus on the work of the Soweto Parliament. That press briefing continues. Let's take you live.
Your questions, you say, my belief is that they've been answered, but I'll just, do you agree with me? You want me just to, okay. The movement, the organizations should clarify the issues, their issues that were on social media, which I do believe that he did, but yeah. And then your next question is, what does it mean for the organizations going forward?
No, that one it's very simple. Remember that when Dudula was founded in Soweto Parliament, it was founded because we realized our people that are being sidelined from the economic space, our people are being affected by this foreign crime, foreign invasion. Because the country is under threat, the country is under siege, we cannot run away from that. So as long as our people are still suffering from those, so consistency is guaranteed. We will only relax the day our people are living in peace, our people are getting a service delivery that they deserve. So consistency is guaranteed. And as we said, there's no way you can separate if you are a Sowetan. You cannot separate yourself from Soweto Parliament activities that it's engaging on. If you are a South African, you can't separate yourself from Operation Dudula because every South African is being affected by the foreign crime that we're experiencing in the country. Most children are unemployed, whereas you go to some of these hospitality industries, you find that they are filled with foreigners, undocumented for that matter, some of them. Even those who are documented, because having a valid passport, it does not mean that you've got a working permit, and they don't fall under scarce skills for that matter. So as long as our people are still suffering, consistency is guaranteed. As long as our people are not getting services in Soweto, Soweto Parliament will push up until every person gets the service that they deserve. I don't know if it clarifies your consent that
Mr. Sitole, for now, I just want to ask Put South Africa First as a partner of the organizations to say something on these issues.
Okay. Briefly, as for South Africa First, we do believe in both organizations, and because we all want to put South Africans first. That's the most important thing, putting our people first and the country first. So differences aside, we will work together. We will do everything that's possible to liberate our people. The economy needs to go back to our people. Our townships need to be clean, service delivery included. Everything must be given back to our people. The struggle that we're fighting is not for one person. We are united in this. Differences are always going to be there, but what unites us as this country? That we want to put our people first. So in order for us to achieve what we want, we are putting all our differences aside, all our banners, and we're saying we are for the people, and what people want, they will get from all the organization. As my leader normally says, people shall govern at the end of the day, and we are standing together for this. We're standing for South Africans, not for leadership. Everybody who is concerned and everybody who is affected and infected by everything that happens in the country is free to join us, all together, standing together. We, as Put South African First, we want all organizations, those that are present present here and those that are not here, to plan a massive march in this country, to show our people that we can stand together, no matter what the differences and the issues of the organizations are, but the motto is putting our people together. Thank you.
Mr. Lesole, you'll come through, but I've seen the SABC has asked, raised their hand previously, and it's been long, so can I allow them? Because they may think that I'm sidelining them. Yes.
So it seems as though, from what we're getting here, since there's a difference of opinions or different personalities and so on, and yet we're still getting an assurance that, you know, these organizations are still going to be able to work together and address some of the concerns that, you know, ordinary South Africans want addressed. What are we really going to see that happening following these differences? And what sort of initiatives are we going to see Operation Dudula, Soweto Parliament, with South Africa First partnering or coming together to do? Also, Soweto Parliament at some stage made headlines and was trending on Twitter for wanting to go and protect the borders. Are we going to see that being reignited? What's the way forward for Soweto Parliament? And I think that we've heard what the way forward is for Operation Dudula.
Okay. Before you answer, please, can I have Mr. Lesole actually came first. Before you ask the question, can Mr. Lesole come in?
Yeah, I just wanted to say thank you again for that question. I will not answer that question. I just wanted to say we chose that we are going to elevate South Africans above everybody in this press conference. It was a decision of the collective, and we further said that we will not deny that there has been public spats and issues that were raised out there, and that happens with all organizations. Mm-hmm. But for purposes of today, we know for sure as a collective sitting here that one of the resolutions of that meeting was that we will identify areas of collaboration and campaigns together, and we will come to the media together. In fact, somebody said to me, we don't even need the media, we need each other. We will need South Africans who will join us so that we can go and show South Africans that we are here because of South Africans and nobody else. I can assure this collective that these organizations are going to work together, and you will know for sure on which campaigns they're going to work together. And if there are campaigns that they will not work together, that will still be clear. But the truth is, there will be campaigns that they're going to be working together, and that you can take home and bank.
Thank you, Mr. Lesole, for the comment. Can I allow you, Mr. Tsepo?
Thanks, Chair. Just follow-up questions. I just wanted to find out from Mr. Lux. We heard that apparently Soweto Parliament want to form a political party to campaign, to contest the 2024 general elections. How true that is? Does you now focusing on Soweto Parliament, do you, I don't know how to put it, but your membership of Operation Dudula, does it come to an end? You know, because we know I think
yeah.
So now you're no longer there. Through my chief, Nhlanhla mentioned the 30 people that were shown on the video singing that derogatory song. Why haven't you reprimanded them? Because obviously you seem to be against what they did. Why not reprimand them? Why do we now have to come to this? You know, because we're thinking about leadership, reprimand, we don't do this, this is how we do it for the sake of, you know, unity. Is there any action that you want to take?
Okay. Yeah. So let's answer that. Sorry, Chair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Through you.
I'll allow you.
Morning. So let's do this. I'm going to speak as if I'm speaking to primary school kids now, so that it can be easy, regardless of your background, to understand. Soweto Parliament is an institution of the people that comprises of many people who sit in Parliament. It's actually sitting in August. The media must come in and see what the real Parliament is, where people don't fight each other but focus on progress for the people. So Operation Dudula was formally adopted as a program of Soweto Parliament. So within the House of Parliament, Operation Dudula is a program that we said our people must support with resources and time and everything else that they have. That's why I was able to migrate at it. The first time you saw Operation Dudula on TV, you saw us running around on walls and people's roofs because we're cleaning the community from drugs and all that. It's because we as the young people of Soweto said, Kickstarter, whether my time of failure, and that's why we are here today. So inside Operation Dudula, it's a very focused Operation Dudula for the layman. It's a very focused program. It's 1, 2, 3 is our focus. Soweto Parliament tomorrow, we wake up and we rush after people who raped grannies. And then the next day someone died. They need us because they don't have. And then tomorrow it's electricity. And then tomorrow it's a 360 service delivery institution. So you can't divorce the two. It's impossible. So I think I've explained her program. Yarona, because Operation Dudula ke a ulwena sa winka yona tshaba ngubua cause usebetsa le batho bao. Ke a ulwena. So her program ya batho. We are going east. We are all going east. When the people say we are going west, we are all going west. Otherwise, you are leading yourself. Who are you leading if you are going west when the people are going east? So there can't be separation. It's when two rivers come together to form one, you can't separate those rivers anymore. I don't care who you are. So it's unfortunately a decision taken by the people, for the people. And that's why we live by the fact that the people shall govern. Because what the people say reminds us that regardless of your academic backgrounds or how much you've traveled the world or a people's collective intelligence is far greater than one man's. I don't care who you are. So the people shall govern. In Soweto, we're doing it very well. We are encouraging every other community to open their own parliaments because service delivery is an issue, and then use the power of the parliaments to make sure that programs of Dudula in the area are upheld. And again, it's important. We must hold each other accountable. You are still going to see me reprimand Dudula. Not because I am Alpha and Omega, because I'm a person of South Africa. And as South Africans, we must speak about our platforms because Dudula is our platform, is a people's movement. So I think to keep it tidy and short. Is there any other question, Chair?
Yeah, I wanted to also go on that issue of the borders.
Yes.
Talk about the borders.
Yeah.
And then also, because you are still on stage, to the political party issue.
Look, the borders are our borders. They don't belong to a certain political party or certain group of people. We will protect the borders the same way we protect our homes, our communities, the Watsarona. We will all come together to do what's right. If the border has a problem and we are within the space, time and space to make that difference and make sure our country moves forward, we are all going to do it. If it means we must collaborate amongst all civic movements, even those that are political, that see it fit to work with us, then we must make sure we take the responsibility to put our people together and say that how do we use our own resources to man these borders? Or perhaps not even man, we can come with technology and say, here are drones, here are young people that are coding, because the old people can't code. They can't code. So the young people are coding, and how do we then say, with your training that you had, how do we then come together to say, with our schooling, how do we put the education and the training together so that the people can move forward? So those things will happen. They will happen. We see AfriForum is at the borders with their programs. Black people are scared to say well done because they're Africans. They'll call us sellouts. Hey, those people are South African at borders, manning the borders. Well done, AfriForum. Yeah. And if we must help AfriForum, that's exactly what's going to happen. We'll touch base with AfriForum, whether through Nopala, Dudula's Mazet, or whether through Bonana Parliament, or anyone. Anyone can propose, even the ordinary person who is just working at a call center. I've designed a program where we can help AfriForum. I studied what they are doing, and this is what I know we can do. If we come together, the country will be better. I'll be the first person to run there.
Thank you, Mr. Lux, Nhlanhla Lux.
And then your political party. It must be put on record. If there's one person that understands politics, as a system is myself. And that's why I make an informed decision that I hate politics, because politics divides our people. Progressive countries have 2 political parties. South Africa has how many? 20. Come on. Our people are divided in our communities. Someone comes with a brilliant idea. No, and the Bokoko suffer in the process. So remaining non-political gives you the edge of actually holding those who are saying are political accountable for what they're supposed to deliver to our people. If we become a political party, then all we are doing is we are becoming the people that we don't like so much. Why must I become those nonsense people who just run around and batla di paseka hired crowds, ba fe di keeper tse ready, ba change our country? Why must I be that person? Nna ke tlatsa paseka nkgono sna le tricky. Ke tlatsa paseka ngwana o leng o repilwe ke teacher khosa se founile. A ke rent crowd ba kazata ba ka for di pase. A ke etse billboard in nonshebe. Yaka number calculation it's my matter iris parapar. It can every household. A ke etse mihlolo di PR, because our issues are genuine issues of the people. It's that simple. And that's why you seeing Dudula grow bigger than everyone else, because our formula was that of the people. You see? That's why you seeing Parliament grow. I mean, a lot of you don't even know Parliament's been there for 10 years. People don't know. Maybe the media owes the grannies a visit and ask her, like, this Parliament will choose the guy in. Because we're not doing it to compete with politics. It's just that with a matter of time, if you're brilliant, you're brilliant. The young people of Soweto are brilliant, guys. And that's why you know THC, machining. And that's why I can take you through the history. And that's why you saw an uprising in the 70s happen in Soweto. And that's why you're seeing the first parliament of the people, real parliament of the people by the people, happening first in Soweto. And you're seeing it taking shape. Now it's in Alexandra. Now it's in Seshego. The young people of Mpumalanga have parliaments everywhere. Now we've got parliaments in Diepsloot. And those parliaments as well nearly fell for the trap of thinking Dudula as an enemy. It can never be. Our people, well, Mamela, it doesn't matter as long as it's for the people, by the people, we support it. It doesn't have to come with us. So we will never and take the hopes and take the powers invested in us by the people of the township and use that power converted into a political... People left their political parties to come and join us because they are tired of not getting results from politics since 1994. And we want to be the same animal. Come on. People will go back to their political parties. Ours is to make sure that we work with the political parties that want to work with us in taking our people forward. If you don't want to, no problem. Thank you.
It's a press conference for Operation Dudula for Soweto Parliament for Put South Africa First. So that's why I'm allowing the floor, gentlemen. Don't think that I'm somehow, because it's their press conference. Right. Okay. Operation Dudula, I think you wanted to comment on something because I saw you raising your hand also.
Yes, there was a question, but the answer is very simple and straightforward. People were reprimanded. Disciplinary processes are being followed. It's unfortunate we are not the kind of movement that will always run to media when we are disciplining our people. So for the fact that we didn't call the media when we were going through disciplinary processes, it does not mean that people were not reprimanded. So that is as simple as straightforward. And then I think it's important here for the benefit of South Africans to clarify this. That Operation Dudula and Soweto Parliament, we are not on a campaign trail. We have never did door-to-door campaigning for people to participate or join Operation Dudula. We have never done that. But it's growing. The reason it's growing like this without any campaigning, it is because South Africans, the entire country is suffering from the same pandemic. People are suffering from the same challenges. So now there is a platform, there is a train that is actually dealing with the challenges direct. Because it will be very important for us to clarify that since the relaunch of Operation Dudula, that was January 2021, we had our first march on the 17th of May 2021 to the mayor's office, tabling the plight of our people, that you've got properties that are being hijacked in Johannesburg. Why don't you take these properties, convert them into housing units, and remove our people from the river banks in Alexander and Kliptown and house them there? Those were the challenges that we were putting forward to the seat of Joburg. And all other challenges that clean the city that is being hijacked, clean the city where you find an old man selling 5 sweets, but at the end of the day is making money. What is underneath there? They are killing our children with drugs, even in Soweto. That's all over, in fact. Those are the challenges. Now, South Africans resonated with the challenges because are common challenges. That is what then led to the, growth of Operation Dudula. And an organization that is big, it's bound to have challenges, and these challenges is not because we don't see eye to eye. These challenges are there because of the growth. That is why we've got challenges. It's growing. There will be challenges that we'll have to deal with them from time to time. But what is more important is to put the people of the country first, more than us, before anyone else. I don't know if that clarifies that Operation Dudula has been there. There were marches, there were that.
Sure.
That the first big march was on the 17th of May, going to the mayor's office. But now, when South Africans heard of the demands and the challenges that we tabled, there was a demand to open up the Operation Dudula beyond Johannesburg. As we were saying, the entire country is suffering from the same pandemic. I don't know if that will assist our viewers in home to understand.
Let me just add that both organizations issued internal memos, because this issue is an important one. The behavior of individual sympathizers and followers and members had to be reprimanded. And it was resolved in the meeting that let there be letters sent across the board so that all members and all followers be reprimanded from these actions. And I think we can use this platform right here to say that members and supporters must stop taking things from the social media platforms and spreading them as gospel, because those things are causing divisions and are unnecessary. As responsible citizens, we must agree that we have done wrong. We have not handled these issues right. As the leadership, we should have acted quicker and dealt with these issues as they came forward. We have not done that. And we agreed that from now moving forward, we'll make sure that when something comes up, it will be nipped in the bud and it will be dealt with immediately so that this thing does not continue anymore. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Ambali, did we answer? Okay, thank you. I think what I can take from the representations by the political party, by the movements here, by the movements here, is that which I always say to people that I discuss with, is that if we can agree every time, definitely there's a problem.
Yeah.
If we can agree every time, as people, like if you can have 10 people and all of them agree, mark my word, there's a problem. It means some are not thinking. Because there will always be a difference of opinion here and there. And it's not a fight, it's challenges. Thank you. I think I saw you raising your hand.
Okay.
Okay, I see a lot of people like, I'm going to take the last round, guys. I'm just going to have hands. The people who have raised hands, I'll take their names, they'll ask questions, they get a response, and I think it's the last round that I'm taking right now. Can I have your name, sir? Tsepo Pitu.
From where?
Media House?
Don Data Africa.
Don Data.
DATA.
Okay. Yes, sir. Cheese. Like the thing, the stuff we eat.
Yeah.
Okay, from which media house?
Parliament.
Oh. But we were.
I want to ask both leaders.
No, it's fine. We're thinking we're going to ask them. The media is the one that's got the questions.
Oh.
You have access. I'm sorry to say this, and maybe I'll hear the house. You've got you can ask them questions when ourselves. That's my thinking. Because this is a media, we would require media people. Actually, now that Dan Data Africa, are you member of Soweto Parliament or what?
I'm a member, yes.
Okay. Can we give the media, because we call them for this, can we give the media?
I was asking you a question.
Can we give the media,
Yeah.
because it's the media that is being called today? Can we allow the media to ask? Can we allow the media say?
Yeah, I think let's just go through it. It's going to cause problem. I will answer.
You will answer.
We were competent, him and I. We'll sort it out. Yeah.
Please, can you note that?
Okay. Okay, I'll allow you, gentlemen, because the panel says that they've requested that you guys should ask questions. However, it's a media conference, and I was thinking that media is the one that's got, it's their day to day.
Just two people.
Okay. Chief. No, what's your name?
Yeah, Provincial Secretary Kosas.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Can we agree that this is the last question? This is the last round of questions, please. Okay. Mr. Pito. Okay.
Yeah. This one I'm asking for the people, on behalf of the people. I believe both movements. People love it.
Yeah.
So always one question is, how do we join? How do we join? I think by their hearts already, but they join the Dudula, the Soweto Parliament. But how do they join? Straight like isn't Ojole from TV, from cell phone, like by join as well.
That's a very good question.
I think Unarwatu out of the province. By Radam and the banality resource down to South.
Brilliant question.
Who move fast, but they don't know how to get inside. By Radam Bonanga people, but I saw it as something long distance relationship. Something crash. I was so to something crash. How do you meet your crash?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, literally decided she's a member of Soweto Parliament. And in the same time, remember, the leaders are like our respect. Mr. Den,
Sure.
My president, both of them. The president is a role. The leader respect 100%.
Cyril camera TV.
I love the leaders. Problem is thing. I see the leader banale love. Retenari divide between Dudula and Soweto Parliament because Nagiliko Ketamaka movement wa Dudula le Soweto Parliament. If you are in Trewa, so I the movement the one. The members, it look eligible. Members start to toll. The leader is already a cooperator or Carlos Norman. I would go fast. The members start to do like the fidisa small, who's who so Rona Serifila Ogara, if Retamaya little dollar, Serifila Reboman, Arete, Bogara, Arete movement, and a hard to push us over to Parliament. So, like respect the leader no, the Ogara is normal. Ogara wait the next, there is a peace. There is no peace between us. Rona remember, get Rona the problem. Was that the members that come reactive and Rona? Nelsa le divide to a member. So Rona has no problem. Ro operate the so no. Say Gautua so knows who we work in go forward to Dudula and Soweto Parliament is normal. We have to operate. Ro operate the John Southward. Arutwa totally listen to our now operate.
Morning.
Thank you. Sir.
Yes. No, my question is one. We need clarity as young people. I'm the provincial secretary of COSAS in Gauteng. Automatically, I'm leading all schools in Gauteng. So we coming here, we were supposed to have an operation with the president of Soweto Parliament, Comrade Lax. So my question is simple. I'm the resident of Soweto. We want to understand. We have many Dudulas. We have Dudula Kalamtwa, or Dudula Tulamtwa. So we want clarity from the leadership that we know. Personally, I don't know the structure of Dudula, personally, but I support Dudula. I don't know who's the president, who's the SG of Dudula, who's the treasurer. But we only know the only person we understand is Nhlanhla, because of he's the only one who was addressing each and every issue that were affecting us as residents. And our address, that position as leader of Dudula. So we want Lewanaba rectifying priority. They must introduce the leadership of national Dudula, provincial leadership, regional leadership. So structures so that we can be aware. How we can lose Zan? I don't know Zan, but I'm a resident of Soweto and I can my operation to do. And we want to make it clear that we want Comrade Den and Comrade Lux to at least have a membership for how to join Operation Dudula. Because of anyone now, I can't remember Dudula, I can wear a t-shirt of Dudula and address the media. We must have a structure from national to branch level. So the request is one. These people sitting there, they are not fighting. People who are making us to fight, it's the people who are choosing sides. We don't know So problem asibo.
Sure.
Problem taking all members. And there's no difference between Soweto Parliament and Dudula. When I young people, we took a step to say, no, President, you must leave this thing off Dudula, you must focus on Soweto Parliament. Because of issues that you raise. When you raise them, come and Dudula. We have people who are budgeting those things to say, no, but we can't raise such things. So the decision that we took as young people was saying, Lux must remain the president of Soweto Parliament and leave Dudula aside. Because of this thing of Dudula, it's confusing the country. We have many Dudulas here. Dudula can't one. Today Lux is a leader. Tomorrow Cheese is a leader. Today one leader nearly Comrade News. We want clarity. Who's the president of Dudula until the ABC, the PEC, REC, BEC branches?
Sure. Yeah. I think, Chair, through you, I'll go and just wrap it up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we say this? I understand your questions and all this. However, I'm still of the opinion that if we had said it's a media conference, let it remain a media conference. But we will address what you just said.
No, 100%.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Mr. Lux, yes.
Yeah. Look, I think what just happened for me is beautiful. Why is it beautiful? Because we see people honestly displaying emotions. Where there's emotions, there's investment. Yeah. So it's good because the rest of the country and the leadership that is here, myself included, sees that some of these things really affect our people in real life. You see? So for me, it's an important case study to use that the ordinary people are suffering while we may reach agreements. We need to find better methods and put systems in place in making sure that even the ordinary of the ordinary understand that direction. Dudula is a growing force in the country. It's growing faster than most things nationally. So what we need to do, we need to accept that with growth comes serious challenges. So I'm going to just put it to you for the sake of progress to say that we owe the public, the Libokoko across every corner of this country. We owe them perhaps better communication to say that here's in Put South Africa First, we then parading. So we owe Bokoko and South Africa a parade. So the leadership of the parliament must come and say, here's our parade, and parade to the cameras and say, on your left is mang, so that people can understand how to access the structure, whose voice must be heard and whose voice must be muted. You see, so we can avoid these things of people wearing t-shirts. Nana rona ba parlamente, se ba perento a parlamente babina. Nna ke leader ke batho ba bang ko Soweto party ka fela eli. Le se ba hantle. So we need to make sure that ra thusana. Because you controlling young people in this province. We need to make sure that the young people bakhabula Dudula for what it is, not what they had called social media. So maybe you have an automatic mandate. Now you gave yourself a mandate to say that it must be authorized. Put South African best because our kids are not patriotic, and we must hold the leadership accountable. You are part of that leadership. So it's now two ways. We need to engage COSAS. We need to make sure COSAS understands everything and how so that they can be the mouthpiece of the movement in schools. So I think it's just an opportunity. We need to learn, and we need to learn. We need to honestly learn that every problem is in actual fact an opportunity. It's your attitude that will guide you of whether you're seeing the opportunity or you are drowning in the problem. For the problem, you raised your hand about, I saw an opportunity, and that's what it is. So I hope the rest of the country adopts a patriotic attitude and a progressive attitude that is solution-based more than problem-based. Commanders, morning. Morning.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I think we have so far responded, and your cries are heard, and they will be attended to. You will be spoken to. The movements, all the civic organizations will speak to you and inform you of what's going to happen. They will inform you about the leadership. And as stated earlier, we're going to close the conference. There was the last round of questions. We're going to close the conference as it is. And allow me to say right now that through my panels, thank you very much.
Thank you
for attending. Thank you very, very much for articulating the issues. We really, me as an individual, as a part of the panel, the expert panel, I'm happy with what's happening, and I'm happy with your explanations to the community. Thank you very much. I will say the briefing is adjourned. Thank you.